po doon sa pagkakasabi ko na there is no such thing as West Philippine Sea. Meron pong isang Commodore na tumawag sa akin na traitor. Do you understand, attorney, the word traitor?
He labeled several people as being makapili. And ako po'y apo ng isang guerrilla. So I took offense on that and I stopped following him. Ang nangyayari ho kasi reverse ngayon eh. Pag ang tao nasa gobyerno, nililabel ka as being makapili just like that.
Hindi po niyo ite-take down itong mga contents na ito, sir?
Yeah, please also submit to this committee all those social platform content creator that has paid. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Before we proceed further, please allow the chair to recognize the online presence of the Honorable Albert S. Garcia and the Honorable David J.J. Suarez. Welcome po kayo. Attorney Gonzales, do you have a legal basis why you cannot submit the report as required?
Based on what I've seen po, we can endorse it to the legal team po for them to review the request. So, kung meron pong letter from Congress, we can endorse it to the legal team po.
So,
hindi po ako legal.
You have been directed by this committee to submit such report. And if you have any reason, legal reason why, then you should explain that. Okay? And you should know the consequences of not obeying the order of this committee. Thank you, Attorney.
Mr. Chairman, just Mr. Chairman, interjection nandun sa statement ni Attorney, yung sa legal. Attorney, this is an open hearing. Now, we don't need to submit or send you a letter requesting for that document because you are being directed. Now, the answer to you by the chairman is that if you have legal question, your legal question, you submit to the next hearing and we will see if indeed there is an illegal impediment with regards to the request or direction being made by this committee to you. Not the other way around. I hope you understand, Attorney, you're a lawyer.
Loud and clear, Attorney. Thank you. The Honorable Marcoleta is now recognized. Your turn.
Marami pong salamat, Mr. Chairman. Sa YouTube, sabi po ninyo kanina, lahat ng election misinformation, katulad po ng mga contents that might negatively impact free and fair democratic elections, ay tinatanggal po ninyo, sir. Tama po.
Mr. Chair, certain types of election misinformation po, Mr. Chair.
Kasi po ngayon, actual po yung nangyayari sa akin. Ako'y binabas po ng, hindi naman po masyadong marami. Ngunit, dahil nga po dun sa pagkakasabi ko na there is no such thing as West Philippine Sea, meron pong isang Commodore na tumawag sa akin na traitor. Do you understand, attorney, the word traitor?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yun ba ay shocking? Yun ba ay incendiary? Yun ba ay demeaning or inappropriate language for a member of Congress like me?
Mr. Chair, I don't know the full context of the statement, so I'm unable to provide a comment on that, Mr. Chair.
Okay, let's give the context. Nung po kasing nakaraang hearing, ang nagsuggest po na i-educate po natin ang ating mamamayan sa mga nangyayari sa West Philippine Sea, ito po ay pinasimulan po ng CICC. Siya po yung executive director po ang nagsabi na kung ang pag-uusapan po yung complexities surrounding this troubled sea, ay kailangan po nating ma-educate, ma-impormahan lahat ng ating mamamayan. Yun po ay sinabi niya sa liwanag ng maraming misinformation, marami pong mga deepfakes, mga fake news. Tama naman po siya sapagkat sabi nga niya, only an informed citizen can repel a fake news. Ako po, sinuportahan ko yung pangungusap na yun sapagkat kailangan lang. Sapagkat hindi naman po pwedeng pag-usapan po natin ang West Philippine Sea ng tayo-tayo lang. Sapagkat marami rin pong claimants kasi na pinag-uusapan dyan sa bahagyang yan ng ating mundo. So, gusto kong pasimulan po yung public discourse nung sinabi kong there is no such thing as West Philippine Sea. Ang ibig ko pong sabihin, if we involve the international community, hindi po nila makita sa mapa yung West Philippine Sea. Hanggat hindi po kasi natin na ipatatala ito do sa pandaigdigang patalaan ng mga dagat, magtataka po yung mga bansang nasa Europa halimbawa. I-google nila, o gagamitin pa nila yung mga platapormang ginagamit po, YouTube, Facebook. Hindi po nila makikita sapagkat anyone that Googles that particular area of our world, ang nakasulat lang po doon ay South China Sea. Hindi po naman nangangahulugan na pag sinabi natin South China Sea, pag-aari na ng China yon. In the same manner, Mr. Chair, yung Indian Ocean, hindi po pag-aari ng India yon. Yung Gulf of Mexico, Mr. Chair, hindi rin pag-aari ng Mexico. Ang ibig sabihin, gusto po nating iklaro lahat sapagkat ayaw nating payagan na magkakaroon ng misconception, miscommunication. Ang West Philippine Sea tayo po ang kumilalang. Tayo lamang po. Kung tayo lang naman po rito at wala na po tayong kasamang ibang bansa, okay na po sana yon. Hindi po pwede yung ganun sapagkat lalo na ngayon, pinag-uusapan nga po yung panig ng mundo na yan, ayaw nating masabi man lang ng ibang bansa, ano ba yung pinagkakaguluhan dito? Bakit hindi namin makita yung West Philippine Sea? Kasi hindi nga po nakatala. Ang patalaan po, Mr. Chair, yung tinatawag lang International Hydrographic Organization. Ngayon po yung isang Commodore, tinawag po niya ako na traitor. Nang hindi po niya tiningnan yung konteksto ng pinag-uusapan. Bakit po hindi nyo ipaliwanag sa buong mundo na pinatatala na natin yung West Philippine Sea pero hindi natin maitala-tala? Matagal na pong panahon na pilit nating ipatala, hindi pa po na ipatatala. Kaya sa ngayon, hindi po nire-recognize. Tayo lamang po yon. Mr. Chair, yun pong sinasabi nating West Philippine Sea, ito po yung bahagi ng ating exclusive economic zone. Atin po yun, for the record, kinakailangan pong malaman ng lahat. Atin po yun, kahit anong mangyari, we will fight anybody to the last drop of our blood. Atin yun. Yun ang ating exclusive economic zone. May pangalan o walang pangalan, atin yun. Pero yung isang Commodore na masyadong emotional, tinawag niya akong traitor, Mr. Chair, nang hindi po niya naiintindihan ang pinanggalingan ng pinag-uusapan dito. Pwede po ba tayong gumawa ng kalye, tayo-tayo lang, nang hindi natin ipatatala sa barangay o kaya sa munisipyo? Pagkat pumunta ron si Honorable Barber may sakay ng isang tricycle. At iwi-wish niya yun. Sapagkat ang gumawa lang doon ay si Congressman Paduan o sarili niya lang. Hindi niya makikita yun, maliligaw yung tao. Yun ang ibig ko po sabihin. Ilagay po natin sa konteksto ng pangmundong pag-uusap ito. Hindi po tayo nag-iisang bansa lang sa daigdig. Yan po yung ibig ko sabihin. Ngayon kung mag-google po, o kung magbablog po yung mga ibang mga tao at ipipilit nila na si Congressman Marcoleta, maka-China pala ito. Mr. Representative po ng YouTube. Kasi pag tinignan niyo po yung YouTube, lilitaw yan. Marcoleta pro-China. Paano po ninyo ipaliliwanag sa tao na hindi po ako pro-China. Ngayon po lumalabas, pag tinignan niyo po yung YouTube, lalabas po doon ewan ko sino po yung gumawa niya, pero maliwanag na talagang election misinformation, Mr. Chair. Lahat kanya ng kandidatong senador ni PRRD ay financially supported by China. Nandyan po ngayon sa YouTube. Lahat po niyan siguro nakikita niyo na. Paano po ito, hindi po niyo ite-take down itong mga contents na ito, sir?
So kung meron pong magre-report nung content, i-assess po yung content against sa mga polisiya po. At,
Makikita po ninyo doon, sir, na I was called a traitor at yung statement ko raw is a disservice to the nation. It came from no less than the spokesman of the Philippine Coast Guard. I believe he is here. May I request, Mr. Chair, that the Commodore sit in front or near us because there is still a vacant seat here between the Honorable Franz Castro and Yusek Nicolas Felix. Could you please occupy this seat, sir?
Yes, kindly accede to the request of the Honorable Marcoleta.
Yung case ng Federal Republic of Germany against parang Holland and also Great Britain against Holland. Yung alam po ninyo, yung ruling is the same. Ating huwag gamitin ang misconception or misinformation, lalo na ng mga vloggers, sa lahat po ng bahagi o aspeto ng ating buhay. Ang West Philippine Sea ay atin, Commodore.
Yes.
Because this is the exclusive economic zone of the country. And there is no changing that fact. Kahit anong magbali-baligtarin natin ang mundo natin, atin ito. Kaya lang ipatala po natin yung pangalan para po hindi gamitin sa misinformation. Mr. Chair, thank you very much.
Well, I think we have seen one of the ill effects of misinformation. I think everybody will agree to that. That is one of the ill effects of fake news or misinformation. Would you agree? Yes. So next time, kasi hindi ako nagbabasa kasi ng mga ganyan eh. Para hindi ako apektado. Yan ang ko. Yes, Madam Tikia.
Mr. Chairman, I would just like to, with the indulgence of the chair and the members, I also take exception to what the Commodore has labeled me as being makapili. In my testimony the first time, I said I am not pro-China, I am pro-Philippines. But I'm not makapili. He labeled several people as being makapili. And ako po'y apo ng isang guerrilla. So I took offense on that and I stopped following him. Ang nangyayari ho kasi reverse ngayon eh. Pag ang tao nasa gobyerno, nililabel ka as being makapili, just like that. And you know the reason, Mr. Chairman, why he called me makapili? I had an interview with a Chinese journalist. That doesn't make me makapili. That doesn't make anyone makapili. So, wag sana po natin dadalhin yung usapan sa kune-question yung katauhan ng tao. That's why I never followed him. I used to follow him. I used to question him. But after labeling me as makapili, na hindi po, alam ng karamihan ng kaibigan ko, ako nag-decide na sana ako sa ibang bansa, pero umuwi ako. Pero for a man in uniform to call me makapili, that's insulting. Yun lang, sir.
Any statement, Commodore?
Yes, sir. The Global Times is the known propagandist of the Chinese government. If you're going to look at those personalities na in-interview ng Global Times, you're going to doubt what is the objective, why such personalities are being interviewed. If you're going to look at the posts of those people who were interviewed and who gave comments about our fight in the West Philippine Sea, I think that's where I'm getting that kind of assertion. Again, this is just an opinion, but those opinion is guarded on what I have seen so far in their social media posting about how they reacted on our responses in the West Philippine Sea, about how they downplayed the level of aggression that the armed forces of the Philippines and the Philippine Coast Guard is experiencing in the West Philippine Sea, not to mention the abuses of the Chinese Coast Guard against the Filipino fishermen in Bajo de Masinloc. I am not labeling anybody as makapili unless you're going to support and toe the line for our fight in the West Philippine Sea. Ang laban po natin sa West Philippine Sea requires amplification of truth and factual narrative. Let us not distort the messaging of the Philippine government. Ang laban po ng West Philippine Sea, hindi lamang po ito laban ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Laban po nating lahat ito bilang Pilipino.
I agree with you, but that doesn't give you the right to label people unless you have concrete pieces of evidence. When you label people wrongly, they are committing a crime. Would you agree with that, Commodore?
Yes, sir. I definitely agree. And that's why I'm looking into my social media whether I clearly identified Miss Maluti Kia as a makipili.
Sir, you tagged me. That's why I stopped following you. And that was, sir, Mr. Chairman, that is one interview. I received invites for interviews, whether political, whether campaigns, and that is one. How can you label me without knowing me first? That's my point. Being makapili in your time and the time, it's something that we hold dear. We do not want to be labeled makapili. But he readily labeled me with one interview. That doesn't define me. That doesn't define my belief in the Philippines and on South China Sea. At Commodore, ang laban ho sa South China Sea, nagsimula pa yan nung unang-una pa.
Mr. Chairman,
hindi
point
lang
of order,
ngayon.
Mr. Chairman.
Sandali.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes.